Hey there, everyone. Darkman here again with Luffy, waiting on Game 2 of these finals, mega finals for Final Fantasy Randomizer Speed Gaming Live.
Yeah.
Luffy, how you feeling for Game 2?
Oh man, I'm excited. We saw quite the game one right there. That was a heck of a finish. Serisan pulling it out, coming from behind. Fizzle getting bodied by a Temple of Fiends for the ages, and
That was awful.
I don't think how Game 2 goes here.
I said this when we were watching it as it happened. I haven't seen a Topher that bad in this flag set. But the thing about it is like, if that specific Chaos, just Chaos alone, had been any kinder, Fizzle would have been done 6 minutes early.
Yeah, he would have
been. So, that's rough. That's the game sometimes. We like to say it's never this bad, but it's always this bad. Yeah. You have to prepare for it to be this bad.
Yep, and we call Temple of Fiends the Great Equalizer for a reason, because that's what it does.
Even when it's short, it can still be awful, as we saw. That's the tease of short Topher, is you expect it to be kinder, and then sometimes it's not. So,
yes, Pity Pepper, if, Pity Petter, I'm bad with names, but yeah, if Fizzle wins, there'll be a Game 3.
Yeah, this was a full bracket reset when we came in here. Winners and losers brackets. Technically, you can do it where the winner comes in with the bonus point, but our community really likes to be able to get all the games in and really, like, take out the potential, like, variance that might happen from forcing a best of 3 to be one game or done, you know?
Yeah.
So, yeah. So I think we're ready to go.
Yeah. Do you want to run through these blursings real quick on them and tell them what we got? All right.
Yeah, I can do it.
Yeah, go for it.
You can do it.
You do it. I did it last time. It's all you.
That's fine. So they got a fighter. Fighter has wood evade set, which means if you equip all the wood armor, helm, armor, and shield, you get, I think it's like 120 bonus evade. They also have plus 10 vitality, but they cannot use the Masamune, so we're going to have to find a different sword. Now, as a fighter, they have more weapons that they're at their disposal early than a thief, like we saw last time. And they, as a knight, they're going to have even more access to weapons. Only thing they're not really going to be able to use besides that Masamune is a katana, but we have a Vorpal in the pools. If the Vorpal is good, that's our weapon. We have the Red Mage, who has a bonus of 10 strength, which we don't care about, and plus haste, but no holy. Oh darn. Only really matters if holy is in the first magic shop and nuke isn't. White Mage has doom magic, which means she gets things like nuke in her level 8 with a couple slots. Also gets Thor Hammer and minus 5 luck, but again, it's White Mage, who cares? And Black Mage has a bonus of plus 15 AGI and clean magic. That's like pure and soft and stuff. No warp. Yeah. No warp as their malice, and that's actually kind of sucky, because you really want that warp. So here we go, we're off and a running. And we have Harm 2, Life 2. That's fine. White Mage will be happy with Harm 2.
That's good.
I mean, as long as White Mage is up. And then Ice 2. So it's not nearly as nice of early magic as we saw previous time, when we had a Harm 4 and a useful White Mage. But we'll live. We'll live.
Yeah, Life 2, Harm 2, Ice 2, a lot of 2s.
Storm tells me Garland's going to be a little easier to handle this time because we got 3 magic casters that can do stuff instead of just 1.
There's some kind bonuses on the weapons in that shop. I think everything was plus 2. It was all basic stuff, but at least it wasn't minus 5.
From experience, I've played through the whole game with the Savior plus 2. You can do it.
You can?
You can. Enough fast and temper can get you through with anything. Defense plus 2, so that's... I mean, if you're feeling pokey about it, you can get away with that as your endgame weapon.
I think both Fizzle and Serisan both have the eyebrow raise and the head tilt, like, okay, I can work with that.
I can work with that. I can work with that.
Yeah. Enough tempers, that's an endgame weapon.
Hey, the White Mage is dead. Fizzle is happy.
Yay. 3-man party, here we go.
Didn't even have to think about it. Now, downside of this party, no thief, no easy running.
True.
We had the thief in the last party. I always love having a thief.
Yeah.
They're honestly my favorite character for these games at this point. So not having a thief does mean we have to think about that. So Serisan getting caught up on these wolves. It just will not let him go.
Yeah. Fizzle picking up his scratch change over here out of the 2 boxes at the top left. Temple of Fiends. Serisan pulling Garland. We're gonna punch and magic. No HP on that Garland.
Yeah, those chests were basically Garland's like scratch-off lottery tickets.
Yep. Hey, all the crappy encounter table. Yeah, it certainly looks that way.
Not as nice as the previous one. Got Rod and Canal. That indicates to me we're gonna probably see Ship early.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
That's facilitating an early Earth dive if I've ever seen one.
So, in previous versions of the randomizer, before 4.7, you were likely to see, like, Ship and Canal always had to be on the inner C. That is no longer the requirement. If you can get out of Circle C, Ship and Canal can be anywhere. Which is part of the reason why we're saying, if Canal is this early, more than likely we're going to see the Ship soon, because one tends to go hand in hand with the other.
Yeah, I agree. More often than not, that is true. Pro Rings, again, very sad at a -5.
Ugh. Well, Danny did roll both these seeds, so...
Yeah.
We love Danny, but she rolls some absolute hot garbage. Absolute.
Al Markin calling out for early Canoe and Ship and Ice Cave. You know what? Maybe. Hey.
Hello.
A noble trio that
that's
Fizzle
anyone's
might
game.
get this time? Maybe? Question mark?
No.
I
Fizzle
think
goes to Matoya. Matoya doesn't matter.
He's got to open.
Serisan.
We got 2 loose. He's opening boxes. Come on.
He'll do it eventually, but he's going to try and wait until the crystal comes around.
Right. Yeah.
The thing that worries me about doing that play is what if crystal is in Matoya's cave?
Yeah, I mean, in my race with Serisan, I faded Matoya early and I had a loose item and it cost me. So.
Yep. I've seen a lot of loose items in Matoya and a lot of loose items in Dwarf. They just happen.
Ooh, a Tesla from Bicky. So we have our loot, which is
That's
nice.
our loot. Yeah, because that's the musical Tesla tower, in case you're curious. We have Instrumentalist Sarah on Fizzle's side, and it changes the loot into various other musical instruments.
Yeah, one of my favorite flags in this community is that one. It's just so fun. Like, you know, my favorite's the Vuvuzela or the baby grand piano. You just pull that out and just crack the loot plate open with it. It's pretty cool.
There was one, I can't remember the name of it, but it's basically a, like, 3-story tall giant wind harp. And I love the image of them dragging this behind them to get into the Temple of Fiends. There's that warp, so, I mean, Red Mage can learn it, but sad for the Black Mage.
Pretty loaded magic there at level 2. Fast and black.
Yeah. I mean, you got your Tia and your Kraken kills for level or first round taken care of. You got your warp, you got your fast. You're happy with that. None of them really overlap each other in where you'd use them or how you'd use them, so that really actually works out pretty nice.
Yeah, it's okay.
You love that kind of level because, like, Warp's going to get used early, Brack's going to get used on specific bosses, and, Tier 4 too. Oh.
Hey, there's Fade.
No Fade. Don't care. Fizzle doesn't look entirely happy about that, but yeah, and then Fast is for the end game bosses, so, like, there's no real overlap between them that really causes you to go, oh, this level.
Oh, Mohawk guy trolling Serisan.
At least there was a way around. I was just waiting for Mohawk guy to come up the other path and be like, no, I'm going to block you here too, haha. Serisan only buying Black Magic for his Black Mage first. Gonna check these, and now he sees what the Red Mage can use as well.
Cure 4 also on this level, so that's Night Learnable, Fade, and Cure 4, and Life 2. That's loaded.
Now, the unfortunate thing is, as far as White Magic is concerned, a lot of those spells actually do overlap in their necessity, so not as nice.
Oh,
thanks, Mohawk.
Mohawk guy, please.
I called it. Oh, Mohawk.
And of course he moved right there that time. We love it.
Hooray!
Hooray!
Shaq got very confused in the showcase match. I followed Hooray Dwarf around, but refused to talk to him. Like, what are you doing, sniffing him? I'm like, I want the meme, man.
Yeah. Hooray Dwarf, best dwarf.
Going into Marsh.
Yeah.
Now, is it going to be like last time, or are we going to get the double Marsh item?
Oh, man. I don't know if it's going to be that kind this time around. All right.
Well, there's one.
Well, there's one. We're 50% of the way there.
Already on the path. Adamant will take us back to dwarves.
We're going to use one more. We're going to save a couple here.
Mm-hmm.
Why does everyone hate the Hooray Dwarf? Like, I get the hate for Bubbles. She's always in the way. But the Hooray, he's just a simple guy. He's out here living his best life, just trying to take care of you, help you out on your journey, and y'all just want to kill him.
I don't have time to talk to him. I gotta save my frames.
That's fine. I can get aboard with that, but why does everybody want him to die? You're all cruel.
Ambushing bones.
His one-word misery. You know, I cannot argue with that thought logic, but at the same time, like, poor guy.
Fizzle, knowing that skeletons have, or bones have absolutely no health, and even an ice 2 will kill them, despite them being undead and not weak, or actually protected against ice. Smart play. Smart play. That's just always in the way.
Shout out to Life Reboot, rating with a party of 2. How you guys doing tonight? Welcome to Game 2 of Speed Gaming Live Finals 2023.
For all the marbles at this point.
Yeah.
If Serisan wins, we skip a Game 3, and that is that.
Mm-hmm.
We've already found one loose item here in Marsh. There's 2 loose on the table. If we find the other loose, then that is go mode, quote-unquote mode.
Yeah, and I'm really hoping that it's not here. I want these runners to suffer ever so slightly this time.
Extra bit of experience, not gonna complain about that.
Yeah. Gargoyles on the trap tile, that's
kind enough.
Not what we're about here. Crown's useful.
We still have to check one more chest, though. 2 more. 2 more chests.
Ooh, Thorhammer +3. I mean, if we had a white mage that was alive, she could swing that and do some damage theoretically. But
we'll do promo first?
No, with improved Thor, she gets it right away.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I forgot about the improved Thor.
Yeah, but I mean, at the same time, it's free Lightning 2, which we're not going to sneeze at.
No, we're happy with that.
Loose ship in Volcano. Hey, please. Please. We want to sleep tonight.
Well, depending upon what Crown and Adamant turn into, who knows where we're going after that. If it's Canoe and a dud item, we could be going to Volcano.
Danny is right. Fizzle did suffer a little bit more last seed than we would have liked to see. But I just don't want to see these early items come just 1-2 right here in Marsh Cave. Let's have a little bit of fun. Air quote fun. Ooh, Arbones with Frost is annoying, but it's fine.
Fizzle killing a few of them just to try and thin the pack so we can escape better. I agree with that. I've done that maneuver.
Alright, Fizzle out of here. We're gonna go... Do we go to Elfland now? We probably just do these turn-ins, right? Yeah, we just do these turn-ins.
You do turn-ins.
Yeah.
You do turn-ins.
We got 2 here.
All of half the game.
This is where we're going to get the Canoe and the Crystal. We're just going to keep on going. Who needs Elfland?
The path, or the game doesn't necessarily have true logic. It just kind of scattershots the items and sees if the seed will work. But, yeah. There's some amount of follow your items. Oh, that's nice.
Oh, so we got our Dwarf Stop pack. Here we go. Adamant and TNT inbound. Hooray! Crystal. Oh, come on, Canoe. The dream is alive. Oh well. So, alright, well, we got our crystals, so we're gonna keep on walking. You know, I wanted to see a little bit of walking. We're seeing it. Matoya, what you gonna have for us here? It's probably gonna be the ship, but I'd like to see maybe some... I mean, Herb would be kind of funny. Canoe is the dream here, though, because Canoe puts the entire eastern side of the Center Sea continent on the table. Let's see. Ship is boring. It's fine. Hey, Fizzle picking up that opal. Nice. That's some useful armor. Yeah, Boo's in the chat right now, right? I mean, come on. Who wanted to see a ship and streamline the seed that we're working on right here? So we have Canal, Ship, TNT, Adamant turn in, Crown we did, Crystal we did. So looking at what we can do, we got that rod. Earth Cave is on the table. We do have a key item there inside Earth Cave past the rod lock. Crystal Crescent Lake is on the table as well. We do have an item there from the Sages. That's kind of really it, though, unless we got to loose somewhere. What do we have access to right now?
Well, without Canoe, we don't have access to much of anything else around the Circle Sea. We have to go outside at this point. We have Rod. That indicates Earth Cave to me.
Yeah, we can do the top. We can do all of Earth Cave, which is nice.
I think that's pretty much what we have to. Earth Cave is, what, all but guaranteed to be Canoe? Or item to Canoe?
Yeah, it really is. It's item to Canoe. I mean, Earth Cave could be like, you know, we could get silly here, and it's the ruby to like the herb to like
Crystal to Canoe.
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's even a world where like, you know, we can get Chime and Cube and have to go through Sky before we get like, you know, the Canoe, but I don't think that's gonna happen.
How would we get both Chime and Cube?
I'm thinking of how that would work. So
I think there's only one item spot on the table.
Well, I mean, if we'd had Ruby, Sarda, well, I mean, we can get Cube from Sages and like Chime from Sarda.
Oh, okay, fair. Yeah, that's
a world where that's possible. Very
or the second loose is one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, if like Rod leads to Chime and Sages have Cube. Okay, that's fair. I'll buy it.
There's a world where it's possible. It's not likely. Serisan picking up his boat, getting a good little chuckle out of that. Oh, we have bows that have blaze this time around. That's uncomfortable.
And sleep touch.
Scorpions with sleep touch is not great either. Ice 2, please.
Final Fantasy doing Final Fantasy things.
Yep. Thorhammer gets us there. Okay.
Gets us there.
All right, a little bit of XP here. Keep the levels. Yeah, we have Life 2, Cure 4. Like, we're fine. It's a mild inconvenience.
And now we're going to see what the Sages have. We know the shop item won't help us because that was the slab. Wait, no, that was last game, wasn't it?
The shop item was the slab in the last game, yeah.
So we don't know what the shop item is yet.
Okay, Quad X and Bane at level 3. What else we got? Exit's useful. There's a new level 6, Lock 2, and Saber as well. Saber's off the table for... Oh, we don't have an engine now anyway, no big deal.
Yep.
Harm 4, level
There's that Ruby.
Oh, here we go. Shenanigans inbound, here we go.
I know I shouldn't laugh, but I laugh anyway because ha ha ha.
Temper level 4 is pretty good. You like to see Temper in the first 4 levels so we get a decent amount of charges of it. That's okay. I'm good with that.
Yeah, no, the spells we got in the first 4 levels are really nice. I will not deny a little bit of seed bleed already because wow.
That is really cheap houses there. Houses 364 gold. That's 1987 housing market prices right there. My goodness.
Someone built a housing development that went belly up.
Yeah, right? All right, Fizzle gonna swing in Elflin, pick up his level 3 and 4 magic. Serisan gonna go get the ruby. We got a high five going on here on the outer circle C from the runners. Probably gonna convene right around the same time at Titan-ish.
Mm-hmm. Three mages does mean you have to buy a lot of magic.
Yeah. Money is definitely a premium in these with all this. Fizzle's only buying them for 2 though, because the white mage is dead.
Once again, a good reason to kill off a character. Not only do you funnel experience to the other ones, but you get to buy this.
Yeah, save your schmeckles. Titan eating healthy for Serisan getting a salad.
I think it's interesting that they each play with one of the two
Right?
variety names, but not both.
Yeah, I play with both. I'm a glutton.
Yeah, your streams are confusing to my brain.
I know. I'm a glutton for punishment. Oh my, there is a slab again in Elflin for sale in the shop.
Oh, well, there we go then.
Okay, so you were right.
I didn't mean to be, but I am.
But you were right. Right is right. Kit Marcus pointing out in chat about those scorpions. They are technically arachnids. You are not wrong again. That is true. The bulls had blaze this time, but those scorpions with sleep touch were definitely annoying.
I have a version of Rage Against the Machine Saw in my head with bulls on the blaze.
Nice.
Thanks.
Somebody get in touch with Greg Lee Puff and Two Instrumentalists. Have a
I'm sure Rage Against the Machine would not be proud of that parody.
No, I don't think they would, but I also don't think they'd notice. Probably.
Fizzlebeef getting stoppered by those undead and another pack of undead.
Yeah, and here we are convening right at Titan-ish, like I thought.
This is a thing about the RNG of this game.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Fizzle was here a good 30-40 seconds earlier, and then Serisan is already through Titan Cave because, like, RNG.
Yeah, the encounter table positioning is definitely a big deal here. That was 4 encounters for Fizzle on the walk from Melman to Titan, while Serisan just said, encounters? What are those?
I don't need those, they're fine.
Mm-hmm.
Silver +3, not bad.
Yeah.
The thief was the one that couldn't wear them, and we didn't get thieves, so that's nice.
Okay, there's the canoe.
There's that canoe. I said it was coming soon.
Boring.
Yep. Boring. So, Rod?
Ordeals or Rod? What are you doing here?
I'm here. I do Earth Cave.
Yeah, I think so, right?
Yeah. Like, I do the always bet and ordeals play, but to walk away from Earth Cave and then to come back with whatever vehicle of your choice you have, that feels like a bit of a time loss.
It feels so annoying, though, to have to walk through Earth Cave and full clear this thing because we're still looking for a second item. That feels bad. It's the right decision. I know you're right, but God, it feels bad.
Well, you do have all those warp charges. If
Yeah.
you decide you want to go do ordeals first and then come back if it was the floater, but that's an if. That's a gamble.
Yeah.
I think you don't gamble.
With that early Rod, too, we were talking about,
Yep.
this feels like it's trying to push you here.
Push you here, yep.
You know?
I know. I agree. I think if you are trying to play the seed the way the seed wants, you go to Earth Cave. I think if you're worried about where your opponent might be, you go to ordeals.
Yeah, this is like a 7-minute dungeon when you full clear it. It's so
Yeah.
bad.
It's gross.
Ugh.
Do not debate.
Nope. Alright.
Yep, that's the reset. This is something we were joking about at SGL. Like, Fizzle was playing a bunch of the Link to the Past games as well. And, you know, in that game, you, like, save and quit, or you mirror out of a dungeon or something like that. It's Final Fantasy players. Oh, I didn't get anything I wanted here? Hard reset. I don't need any of this. Let's go.
Yep. Just XP, nothing we really want there. We're not even checking tiles either. We're just going to go. We'll see what that spike tile is once we get on the floor 2 and check it before the vampire.
It's not that the XP is bad. It's just, no. We've got better things to do than worry about that.
Yeah. We're not trying to save 4,200 XP right now for, you know, just cuz.
We got places to be.
Wiz Ogre Groger, that's not what we want to see.
Yeah.
That ain't it.
Whole lot of nothing.
High five through the doorway.
So do you check this room first, or do you check the upper room first?
I check this room first.
Okay.
Yeah.
I check upper first.
This one just like it feels like it just flows better to me, but I mean at the same time you're doing the same amount of steps, I'm pretty sure, so it's really just preference, yeah.
I think there's also the idea that if you get the item that you need in the previous room, the upper room,
yeah,
then you don't
actually down there.
You don't have to walk down there, especially in this position.
Yeah, it's true.
Yep.
You know, Shoon, Bobby, myself, and Channing, and we're having a large existential debate one day, and I think Pickles was there as well in one of our group chats, talking about like how we walk through the ice 6-pack and why don't we check the bottom boxes first instead of checking all of them at the same time. Shoon swears that checking the bottom boxes first is the right play. Channing and I say, heck that, we're going down the middle.
Go down the middle. Yeah, I know. I agree with that because it's less steps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you aren't getting any encounters, but if you have to go down the middle anyway to check the top ones, just go down the middle.
That's the way I feel. But I mean, he brought up the point, like, what if you get a ribbon in the bottom boxes? Okay, sure. You play that 1 and 256 and go for it.
Yeah. No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah. Shout out to Shoon, Bobby, Pickles, and Channing, two of my co-op fall partners.
It's your league team.
Alright. Runners slapping high fives, holding hands here through Earth Cave. We're doing this clear and we're doing it together, and y'all are gonna like it.
Yeah. Yeah, you get to see everything at the same time.
Yep. It's so funny. They're 23 minutes, 30 seconds in. You gotta feel like they're nowhere near each other and they're literally tiles apart. Like, that's funny.
Oh, yeah, no, well, the seed was linear. It pointed you over here, it made you go through everything. You ended up here because there was nowhere else to go before it finally gave you the canoe. And you could have left at that point, but you weren't going to. So, 23 minutes in, linear seed says continue being linear together. But it shows the level of the two players.
Yeah.
Because they're this far in and still holding hands.
Yeah, and we're on the same part of the encounter table, I feel like, too, as we're both seeing the wolves.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are. Okay.
Now, I want to point out something. If they continue being on the same encounter table and they take the same fights and they do the same stuff, Fizzle will have an advantage. Because he only has 3 party members, so they're all going to be higher level.
Less inputs as well.
Yup. You can see it actually taking advantage right here. They were on the same exact spot, and now Fizzle's actually kind of torn ahead. What is he swinging?
Oh, I didn't see the sprite. Let me. Oh.
Oh.
Ooh.
Lovely.
Okay, that would have been very useful in the last seed.
The last game. Fizzle's probably very happy to have that now.
Yeah.
Although we also already have the defense. So, but still, I mean, you got 2. If you want to have, okay, there's our. No, wait, maybe not our second loose. We have to see what the other boxes are. You have. We still have one in the pool, so you have to check all 8 boxes. Thanks, game.
Yeah.
Fizzle doing the warp trick. Proing -5 is basically paper armor that drags you down, but it does still give you death protection. So.
Shout out to Razor1, PTG Mock, and Danny as well for keeping an eye on that. They're swinging a giant sword -1 right now.
Oh, honestly, I might check the stats on the Ruse +5 and see if I can swing that.
It's going to definitely have more damage. I'm not sure about the crit swinging a stick versus an actual sword, but
I've done dumber before, okay?
You are not wrong. I mean, at this point. Alright, Chime keeps, like, you know, maybe Floater and Skydream alive, but
Yeah, anytime I see that +5, I'm like, oh, maybe.
Anything that rolls +5 has my consideration for a thought.
Exactly, right? Small dagger +5.
Yeah, I've made that work before. I've killed Chaos with a silver dagger +5 before. I have done it. It is possible.
Getting away from the spooters. You don't want to see what they have.
Yeah, Pro Rings -5 does feel bad, Razor One. They were -5 last seed too, so we just don't want our runners to have any kind of like, decent, side armor to wear here. We're gonna wear silver +3s, opal +1, and the other things for the resistance only. No actual absorb.
Oh no, Mr. Bony Hand has punched me. Whatever will we do?
Fizzle, zap, zap, zap. Ice 2. That's a choice.
Damage. I mean, he's got to be dead soon. He can't have that much.
Yeah, there we go.
There it is.
Oh, out of charges for zap? Yeah. See,
yeah.
He menued too fast. I didn't see it.
He could have conserved those charges for zap.
Yeah. It's just also just fun to zap Lich. I mean, it's a fiend, supposed to be like a terribly horrible boss, and you can just kill him with like a spell that's decently accurate at best.
They're all weak to something.
Yeah. Lich is just weak to everything, except ice.
Lich is terrible. That's why.
He wants to dream of being a boss.
Fizzle doing the ice play?
I mean, it looks that way, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Fizzle does not seem to do the always been ordeals play. This happened in the race with myself with him as well. So I'm curious to see what he decides to do.
Nice.
Like, I'm curious to see what Serisan decides to do.
Yeah, this is spicy here. I like this. Early-ish ice play right here. No floater. We're doing the river system. It's fine. This is definitely curious. I wonder what Serisan's going to do. That's a really interesting thought.
Oh no, Lich has fast.
Oh no.
Serisan getting tired and deciding to bring out heavier guns. There we go.
Just shakes his head. 2 hits, 75 damage is just enough.
They both have a crystal. Now, Serisan, do you do the ordeals play? That's what I do. I know it's what you do.
I know I'd go to ordeals too, for sure.
You're 1 game down. Well, you're 1 game up. You have a chance to risk it. I think in either position, if Serisan was down a game or up a game, I do ordeals to waterfall because I know Fizzle won't.
Yeah. Hey, here we go. We're going to see. Is he going to go left or right?
The ordeals play just feels good in general. And then, if it actually ends up working out, waterfall play is there because Fizzle hates to double dip. I think I take a chance.
Yeah, and here we go. We gonna go back to Elfland first, real quick. Hang on. What do we do? Maybe we need softs. We're hoping softs are here because our black mage is.
Maybe he's just gonna go buy the item.
Also buy the item, maybe. Good point.
He doesn't have it yet.
Yep, we're gonna buy it.
He bought it, and then refill.
Yeah, 20 houses because we got plenty.
Oh yeah, no. You want all the houses you can get. Those are your. I don't think they've been scumming much, so that's probably the best play.
Oh my, Oxygale in ice.
So the play works.
Yeah.
But it indicates to me Floater is definitely in one of these 2 locations right here.
Yeah. Unless it's sitting here loose inside of Ice Cave.
Unless it's sitting here loose.
Or we get our cube and then we gotta go do the sky thing.
Serisan unable to escape this pack.
They had Toxic last time or something, so let's just hope they don't roll the same kind of idea here.
Yeah, no, they were Toxic. He just gives up and decides to kill them.
Yeah.
He ran 3 times, failed every time.
Yeah, Danny is right. We got Brack. We're doing, sea and waterfall. Here we go. Crack and be darned.
So starring me. Brack. It's a Brack.
It's a Brack. Brack. Ordeals playing a little less nice this time for Serisan, but we're working our way through okay.
He got in a loop, decided not to warp through, maybe conserving charges.
Yeah, you kind of want to see where that ends up and then use your warp. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's too much of a zonk.
He keeps getting shoved into this one room.
Yeah. That's also no good.
Yeah, he was like, did I hate it when you get to Wells. It was like, did I see this one?
Okay, there we go. Pillar 3 is very kind.
That works.
Yeah, images, nah, they ain't it either.
No.
Oh, boy.
Oh!
With damage
Especially not.
Yeah, that's rough.
Short sword, -5. I think that's what, 1 damage? What?
Yeah. Yeah, that'll do more damage if you throw it on the ground and let him trip over it.
The metal pipe.
Yeah. Colonel Mustard in ordeals with a short sword.
And the bottle.
Oh, boy.
The waterfall.
Oh, boy. Waterfall and, come on. Waterfall be cube, please.
That'd be amazing.
Please.
I'm doing waterfall. I know Fizzle will do Ice Cave. I'm doing waterfall.
Yeah.
I think Serisan is doing waterfall.
Yeah.
Ooh, spicy indeed.
Oh, Ale's still calling for the Lucid Volcano. Ale, calm it down, dude.
It's cruel.
That is rough.
Can't escape Sayhags. See, I know why Serisan has his Black Mage down. He's stoned. He can easily be revived when he wants him back up. I get it. But Black Mage is also the one that can run.
Yeah, the minus luck on the White Mage is making her less useful than usual. Red Mages stink at running, and the fighter is just like, what's a run? Let me swing.
Yeah. He just needs to bring that Black Mage up.
Also, Classic Gamer calling for the Lucent Sea. That is certainly still on the table as well.
It is. And there's an Oxyale on the table. Could be the game pointing you that way.
Yeah.
You hate to think it, but... yeah, this seat definitely more of a struggle for Serisan this time.
Yeah, it's just feeling like it's not as, direct as to what to do here.
Fizzle trying to decide where to go. Going to Ordeals, I think. The back way. Which I get is routing. You're at Ice Cave, you get out of Ice Cave, you sail north, you sail over, you're at the southern continent from around the way worlds work, and then you can get to Ordeals. I get it. I get it. Yeah.
Ooh, I just thought to myself, too, what about... We have that chime. What if Loose and Mirage... We haven't seen that yet, have we?
No. And we do have a chime. I feel like you're being as evil as Ale, though.
Well, I mean, this is the finals, and we had a great race one, great. It was a rough Temple of Fiends for our runners, but still. But let's see something a little bit different. I'm trying to think this whole tournament, have we seen any Loose in Sky? I don't think so.
No. Wrong eye! Oh my god!
That's a big punch. Did that Red Mage just dodge that?
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Straight up evaded.
Wow.
Nice, -5. Wood -1. Money. Rune -4.
An actual weapon. Okay.
Spicy. Now you're going to be swinging good damage there.
Yeah, that'll work. That'll get us through this mid-game, no problem.
And then enjoy your nerf bat, Red Mage. He gets the giant -1, and he gets to swing for nothing now.
Danny telling me to be quiet. I'm sorry, Danny, you're right. I should not put that evil on them.
Telling you, don't. Okay, so turn in the herb. Herb becomes floater, or do we have a loose floater?
No, Earth turns into cube, and we're going to Sky.
Sky with an item there, and maybe the loose and Mirage, and you have to check it.
Yeah.
Yep.
This is going to be the floater, though. It just makes too much sense.
It does. I agree. And it's convenient that it's right here.
It is.
And for Fizzle, that's a bit... I worry, because would he decide that he needs to go check other places before he double dips on Rat Continent?
He wouldn't have to, because he's got the Oxio.
True. Does he want to go do that, though?
I mean, we have Brack. Why not? Right? Right?
It's not Kraken that I'm worried about in that instance. It's everything else in there.
Yeah,
there's a floater.
There's a floater. That just made too much sense.
Yeah.
Whatever, game.
And that's why in these flags you do the waterfall play when you absolutely have to.
Yeah. So Serisan has Bottle and Slab. We're going to get these two turn-ins here. He's looking for that Oxio, which is in Ice Cave. Still needs Key and Cube.
He's going to do Ice now. Because he's... No. He's not going to go do Ice now.
Oh, we're going to translate Slab. We're going to translate Slab.
There.
Okay.
Yeah, because he did just buy it recently.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Couldn't translate it while he was here. Fizzle level 17.
Level's got to feel pretty good, though.
Mm-hmm. Hitting Gaia first, gonna see what that bottle becomes. Buys even more cheap housing.
Yeah.
Apparently having 19 of them made him a little worried.
It's not enough.
There's our tail.
Okay.
Which honestly, I go class change now.
Yeah.
Before I hit Lefane, so I can super store the spells.
Yeah, Serisan doing the same. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Mm-hmm. I know you have to like spend time going back and forth, but at the same time, you only have to hit the shops once. That's speedy.
Any time that you burn here while going and doing this, you save in the fact of not having to go and do multiple shopping trips to different towns.
You save a ton of time doing it this way. And if you're going to class change anyway, you're only losing a little time on this trip back.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, with all the weapons we have, that Sun Sword is still the best thing we can swing.
Yep, Fizzle doing the waterfall play. Gonna pick up that Sun Sword as well as the herb. I figure that they have to knock out C while they're over here. It's just gonna be... You really were probably hoping to find that second loose before doing Sea Shrine, because, I mean, no one wants to do right side.
Now, Fizzle is going to pick up some time, by grace of the fact that if he decides to go do Oxyale now, before he does anything else, wrong eye, then he can bang out Onrak without a triple way. Thing is, I feel like doing it, even with Brack, I feel like doing that dungeon right now is dicey.
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll do it, I'm sure he'll be fine, because everyone's better at this game than I am, but... Guys, please.
Serisan got bodied by the Mohawk guy. And
no, this is faster.
Sandwiched by Lefane.
It's faster. I agree with that. Faster than pushing him out of the way slowly. This is good.
Wow.
Yep. We need a Lefanian party room. That's what I'm saying.
I mean, at this rate, Serisan, just buy soft.
Actually, thought about buying Exit for the Fighter. Oh, can't. No, he can have that, can't he? Level 4, level 3?
Yeah, slots 1. No, I think it's just 1 and 3 for level 3 magic. It's 1, 3, and
fighter?
4 for level 1. Yeah.
I get them confused with the Red Mage and whether they can learn Red Mage spells or Red Wizard.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, Fizzle doing the C play. Let's go. Oh, we're going right side first. Okay. Okay.
So now there's one spot where Serisan could pick up time that I want to point out. What if, when he's overdone and does ice, he decides to do Volcano and the loose is in Volcano?
Yeah, right? Danny Archaco, slot 4, level 3 is white locked. Okay. Thank you, Danny.
It's an interesting play. I know he's found loose in Serisan do the same thing I do. Oh god, I have to sit through this and just staring away at the screen. I have to get through this. I hate having to get through this, but just gonna do the right side instead of the left because he's done this play before and it's worked out for him. It's against traditional ways of doing it, where you go and do the Kraken side first before you do Mermaid side. But this play has worked for Fizzle before.
It's so interesting because this goes against everything that he's taught me. You have a single loose item. You go left side. You go Kraken. You don't go do right.
Maybe he's feeling pressure.
But I mean, you also don't want to leave it behind. Ooh, there's another real weapon. Xcal +5.
And that's something that he can use right now.
Oh yeah.
And that's his end game. He's done.
Yep, that's it. Yep. We're good.
We're good. He needs a little better armor, and then he doesn't care anymore. Ribbon. Vorpal +2. And that wasn't a jingle ribbon, so that was just a ribbon.
Yeah. Danny, the slab was the key, actually. Thank you to Classic Gamer for mentioning key, because I was trying to think of what it was.
Yeah. Even though we saw them in the treasury. And now that he's done here, he's got into Ice Cave. I feel like Serisan's picking up time because he doesn't have to canoe the way. And again, I really think he's just going to do Volcano while he's here. So it's all going to come down to where this loose is at.
Yep. And so far, not on mermaids just yet.
We saw Topher be hideously evil the previous game. We're not going to say anything is decided, but I think whoever finds the loose between these dungeons is going to have the edge.
Yeah, I feel like it has to be that way at this point. Bubble's going bye-bye.
They played hand-in-hand through most of the seed, and they're still pretty close to each other now. So we're going to see now if the Oxio play was the right call, or if Ale was right all along and the evil was in Volcano.
Oh boy.
Half a dungeon here. We'll know pretty soon whether or not Sea Shrine has what we need.
Yep, because, I mean, the loose in Sky still exists, possibly.
Now, Serisan still has to pick up some time, because he has got to clear this ice cave while he's here. He can't skip it, just in case.
Actually, what are we looking for here? So you just see a cube for Serisan, and Fizzle needs to do that slab turn in to get his key. Interesting.
Serisan shaking his head at the fact that all the monsters are just refusing to let him run.
Right.
And ambushed. Oh, yeah, I feel you, Serisan. I feel you. Game, let us run. Thank you, game. Yeah, I agree with this, doing the warp and taking on a single giant instead. So much faster than dealing with the snakes. Especially since they are ambushy. If you're curious about the victory poses that Serisan is using, he is playing with his dabbing sprites, which are available on the wiki in our sprite archive. The randomizer makes it very easy to swap in any sprite sheet that's pre-made for the characters that are vanilla in the game. It's easy in, easy out, and you can suddenly play. I play with TMNT sprites, for example, and Luffy, what do you play with? You play with variants?
I play with Final Fantasy 3 sprites, I believe.
Now, making a sprite sheet can be a little bit of a pain because the game itself is finicky, but we have artists on the Discord that are happy to help people figure out why their sprites aren't working and how to make things work properly. But, end of the day, if you're curious and want to play with stuff, you can play with basically anything you want if it works. The second we had that in, everyone was so happy. Like, that was a huge feature at one point for everyone, just this quality of life change.
Yeah, using custom sprites is just really super cool. It's a nice little thing. You can only do so much with, 8-bit sprites to give them a little bit of flavor and variance. So anything that could be different, like you said, the TMNT ones, you got some really super cool Castlevania ones that I've seen before as well. So just, like, stuff like that just makes the game fun, fresh, and, interesting.
Well, it's feature parity. We like to make sure that anything that other randomizers can do, we have some version of it, because we try and be the most full-featured randomizer when we can.
Oh, is that the incentive ribbon? No, it is not.
Volcano, 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 wee!
All right, here we go. Serisan parking one spot too far to the right, but it's fine.
Fine. Getting the nasty bit of the encounter table out of the way. Zoom, zoom, zoom. Looking for that item.
Question is,
now, thing is,
hairpins here?
I think you do everything. Now, thing is, I think they both do everything, and whoever finds it. Oh, he skipped a hairpin. Oh, he's gonna do the other route. Okay, I see it.
Yeah, that's the one I do. With warp, you can just warp back right here. It's fine.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. I don't debate that.
Light axe, whatever. All right, last
here
spot
to
for
this
Fizzle.
hairpin.
What do we see? What do we see?
Not hairpin yet.
All right, no loose and C.
This was a concern. Of course, Sky could have it too.
It could.
Or Mirage.
Ooh,
Katana plus 2.
Wow.
Where's that beef when you want one?
There
there it is.
Okay.
Advantage Serisan.
Armory provides.
And now we have an Opal Bracelet plus 2, I believe. So if you wanted to, keep that on the Knight. That's your endgame armor. You got your X-Cal plus 5 and a Vorpal plus 2. You're done.
Yeah, we're ready to go.
Go clear. You're done. So now, Fizzle, do you go Volcano or do you go Mirage? I bank Volcano because you can clear that one, but he's right nearby.
Yeah, this is going to be a tough call. I mean, it's going to feel pretty uncomfortable to go into Mirage and look for a loose cube specifically. He doesn't know he doesn't have the key there. We do. So we'll see. But it definitely is going to be uncomfortable.
Oh, yeah, and you're right. He hasn't done all the item turn-ins yet.
Yep.
Where he's at right now, what items he has, maybe he does Mirage first. Like, I don't think so, but I think that's outside the benefit for him.
Yeah, we still got to purchase the slab too as well in Elfland. There'll be fine routing here, turning in this herb, getting our floater. You know, we could buy the slab over here too if we want, or we can come back with the floater. Either one is fine.
Yes, I don't expect him to go to Mirage. It was just fun theory crafting, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you feel like 48 minutes, 2 orbs lit feels, I guess, okay in this flag set, but we just had a seed where, you know, that was ever so slightly faster than this, so you're not comfortable by any means at this point.
So Serisan and Fizzle are tied. Serisan really desperately wants to get away from these guys. There we go, yay. And more! That's the double encounter. Oh, okay. No, I'm fine with this.
Fun police into blue stake.
I'll take the blue stake. I mean, honestly, if that's off power cycle and you're desperate for levels, that's a doable grind. That's doable. He's thinking about it. You can see it.
4 hits, 900 damage from that X-Cal.
That X-Cal's brutal.
That's
it's the 30 plus on damage, plus the crit, plus the base, plus the 5, plus the fighter's strength, plus his hits. That's some math I don't want to do on Twitch.
Right?
Yeah.
Alright, Fizzle gonna translate his slab, go and do the chain here, ending in the key.
Serisan doesn't seem happy to keep taking these fights, but he is getting the experience he needs.
Agreed.
Ugh, ambushed. Hate that. And every ambush makes you feel like you're just falling behind the other player.
Right.
Even though you know they're going to get ambushed at the same rate that you are, it still feels like you're going to be unlucky and they're not. It's doable. If you desperately wanted some experience points, you can do that too. That's not a bad grind. Especially if you have Exile on the fighter. I don't think you walk all the way back in to do that, but you could. It's one of the safest grinds we found.
Fizzle doing the cardia checks here.
Oh.
Okay. This makes sense too. It doesn't. I mean, these boxes are free.
Yeah, you're here. It doesn't take more than a minute to do these.
There's 13 here. Like,
yeah,
this is fine.
It's a choice.
Serisan hitting the gas here, already on Sky 3.
Not checking anything.
Yeah, Medusa's with Bane, too, it looks like, by the way.
Fizzle, no. Fizzle, please, no. Please, Fizzle, no.
He's gonna do this. He's gonna do this slab.
He's gotta do bottle and slab. Okay, that's I'm okay with this. I'm okay with this.
Oh, the man.
I'm just like yeah. The unfortunate thing is everything he has to check right now is giving Serisan the advantage. Fizzle not happy about that. Not going to care about the Superstore, just going to drop and go.
Yeah. Alright, so let's see. Serisan is a 2 floors and a sea shrine away. Fizzle's got to get this key and has to go to Volcano.
We've lost our red mage on Serisan's side. I'm sure he'll bring him up before Tia, but... There we are. Healing... Or not. Okay,
Yeah,
sure.
We're gonna funnel some levels here. This is fine.
It's fine. I mean, you're doing 300 damage unlike tempered or anything. So as long as Tia's not punching for much, this is fine. That's not so fine.
A little bit more of a hit there, but it's okay
that's
still.
less fine. It's the house on fire. This is fine.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, and that's fine. No worries. He was good. 1 orb up, level 26. Brings everyone that matters back up, and we are now off and rolling towards Ocean Palace.
Yeah, cool, Doc. So, welcome here. You know nothing about the game. This is the Final Fantasy Randomizer Game 2 Speed Gaming Live Finals. Serisan up 1-0 in his Go mode. Has to clear 1 final dungeon. Fizzle's got to put a few more puzzle pieces together here in order to finish. Yes, they need to collect those items that are below them on screen. Fizzle needs to find the bottom right item, which is the cube. That is loose in Volcano, so it is a item that is out there in the world somewhere. Serisan found it. Fizzle needs to.
If you've never played Final Fantasy 1, the basic rundown is that your characters have 4 orbs that are unlit. You need to light those 4 orbs by defeating the 4 elemental themes in their elemental dungeons. Lich and Earth Cave, Carrie and Fire Cave. I'm not using the right names, but whatever. Kraken and Ocean Palace, and Tiamat in Sky Palace. To get into those, you need specific items. You need the rod for Earth Cave. You need some way of transporting yourself over the river system for Volcano. You need Oxiel for Ocean Palace. And then you need Cube and Chime to get all the way through Sky Palace. And then, to get into the final dungeon, you need the key and you need the loot. Those are both hard required to get in. If you have all those things, and you are able to get into the final dungeon, everything else that's on your tracker is great.
Fizzle doing all key locks right now, so Serisan pulling a little bit farther ahead.
Yeah, because he doesn't want to go into Volcano, and I understand it. Yeah. Like, Volcano is huge, and if the item is deep, you're praying that it's not there. Don't do Marsh. Please don't do Marsh.
We do Northwest. I mean...
This is fine. Don't do Marsh.
I would rather do Volcano than Marsh Lock.
Yeah.
I mean, he got burned by a Marsh Lock earlier in the tournament, so that could be in his mind. Dragon armor -4. That's some sad armor.
That was really bad.
Okay. Alright, we're doing Elflin Closet.
Please, no. Fizzle, no. Okay. Oh. Woo! Now what?
Where are we going?
Class change.
We didn't promote yet. Okay. Yeah, we want to use that X-Cow. Absolutely.
The unfortunate thing is I feel like Fizzle's routing isn't as strong this game as Serisan's.
I mean, he's getting trolled a little bit here with that loose cave sitting in Armory proper. It's just like... Yes, it's chest dense. Yes, it makes sense to go and check there, you know, when you have the ability to. But at the same time, like, why go there if you don't have to?
I get you. Well, I guess the whole reason is you have access to it, and it's an elemental dungeon that you have to clear no matter what.
This is for the original NES, Cool Ducks. The original Nintendo Entertainment System 8-bit Good Times.
Fizzle finally going to Volcano.
Yep.
This is unfortunately going to leave him 2 dungeons down.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like, well, okay, levels are about for Serisan where they were for Fizzle. If we get the same kind of awful Topher, things could work out just as well.
And these are two fairly quick dungeons. Like,
Yes.
going through Sky is really quick when you're in go mode. Some of those floors are fairly short. So I'd say Saracen's got, like, what do you think? Maybe like a 2.5 minute lead, 3 minute lead here once Fizzle, hits the gas finding this cube.
I think 3 to 4 just because of length. But you're not wrong. Like, it's a minute plus for Volcano. Boss fight. And then it's about a minute plus for Sea Shrine, and then boss fight. So 4 minutes, let's say. That's 2 wipes, I think.
Yeah. All right. Serisan entering Temple of Fiends Revisited at the 57:05 mark. Here we go.
And considering how the strength of these players, 57 for this dungeon honestly feels a little slow.
Yeah, you got to be feeling the pressure right here.
Yep. You feel like the other players breathing down your neck, which technically they are. Like, Fizzle still has to do stuff, but it's 4 minutes. That's, again, 2 wipes, and we saw how Chaos was last time.
Right.
No nuke yet from Lich, so we don't know what Lich has. Next is Kari.
Alright, let's see. So we're going fast, and more fades. Swing with that red mage with the sun sword. Kari.
Oh, that was 39 from the sun sword. Okay, goodbye to black mage.
3. Okay.
Big hit.
Fizzle with the sigh of relief. There's that cube. Gosh darn it. Kelly, much more behaving this time around. Alright, Kraken, here we go. Fast. Ruse on the white mage, I like it.
Just in case.
Yeah,
because we know how they are.
Whew,
black mage did what it needed to. It got the fast off.
It did. Oh, wow.
Oh,
that Kraken's got nothing.
What?
10 hits, 1,067 damage. Here comes Tia. Here we go.
last chance for one of these fiends to do something, because none of them have yet.
Lightning 2. XCon 9 hits, 564, looking pretty strong.
That 1 damage really helped.
It did, it got us there. 10 hits, 1,200 damage. Big swing from that X-Cal.
Now, does he keep the X-Cal on, or does he go to the Vorpal? Because Chaos doesn't have anything, any magic weaknesses, so the X-Cal doesn't do anything to Chaos. Like, it's still raw damage, but...
I mean, +5, I don't know how you put that down.
He didn't.
Here we go. Alright, we got one shot of fast.
I've lost to you in matches. I'm just saying, I've lost to you in matches where I didn't do that, so...
Alright, we got Defense Sword, we got Fast Strats, we got Temper Strats, we got more Ruse, Lightning 2 from Chaos, no big deal. Fast comes out, that's what we want to see. There's the Temper and a Defense Sword, and more Ruse. Alright, White Mage is saying, hey, I help. Alright, here we come, Temper for days. Test Swing coming up.
Continuing to Ruse just in case for healing.
Oh, good turn order. Double Temper's going out. So, swing.
Hey, Black Mage, you did everything you needed to. Bye.
5 hits, 541. That's looking promising. More Tempers, more swings, and we're going to wait. Ink comes out, no big deal. 4 hits, 553. It's a little over 1,100 damage. Another
like,
Ink. Cute.
Something could come out here, but this is starting to feel sealed up.
It feels good. 6 hits, 965. There we go. That's some
1
damage.
to 2 more hits. Please, take out the Red Mage. There it is.
4 hits, 900 damage. Get your GGs out. For
GGs.
Finishing with a racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 11 seconds. GG's Serisan.
Well, we were forfeiting between games to get the games moving. Now that Serisan has won 2 in a row, Fizzle's just going to finish out, and we're just going to let him do his thing. But we can invite Serisan in for an interview.
GG's.
GG's. That was very well played. He took some gambles that, you and I totally agreed with from the very start. And they played perfectly, and he routed that seed to perfection.
Yeah, that was a really nice job by Serisan.
He won the Perler that he made for the winner.
Yay!
Which he just showed off.
Just wait for Serisan to get that invite to pop on in here with us.
I will also send it to him just to be on the safe side. Because sometimes there's a little lag.
Yeah. Fizzle making their climb through Sky. This should be a relative formality at this point. He's got some good levels. He's got that XCal +5. This is just a matter of time.
Here, I'll drag Serisan in.
Sure.
Serisan, GG's.
GG's, bud.
He might be away. I may have dragged him preemptively. He wasn't muted. Oh. We'll just keep talking. It's fine.
Yeah, we're just going to watch Fizzle.
Yeah,
Fizzle already on Sky 3. Going to do some green checks because why not?
Why not? You've lost. You may as well enjoy yourself.
Some free real estate, couple of houses,
I've done this.
the heal pot.
Do some checks. Maybe if you get a Warmac, you meme and you fight it. Whatever.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. Why not?
Armageddon.
Hey,
GG's.
there he is. GG's, bud.
Whew.
How do you
Heart
feel,
rate.
winner?
The heart rate, man.
Yeah. we were talking about that heart rate thing at the tournament last week. Man. We got to get you a monitor and get that on stream next time.
Right? Oh man, I'm feeling it.
That was a really good masterclass there on how to route that second seed. The Temple of Fiends in the first one did you some favors. Those levels you took in Earth Cave really was the difference.
Yep.
And you routed this one really, really well. You made some really solid choices.
I see Fizzle's trying to bait the Warmac now.
Trying to. Warmac's not playing nice.
So I see Fizzle's fatal flaw here is he left the White Mage dead when the White Mage had level 2 Fade.
Yeah. He paused ever so slightly when he saw it there and just left her dead.
Yeah.
Not that the game liked that you had a dead black mage because it kept giving you fights you couldn't run away from.
Right?
Yeah.
This encounter table was butts, I think is the technical term for it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Trash.
that sounds
Yeah, so totally.
Oh. So yeah, this seat I actually was terrified, right? Because the waterfall play is not best practices routing because you're double dipping on rack, but then it turned into the floater and that was fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, and Luffy and I were talking about that, and there was the thought that Fizzle's not going to do it if he can get away with it, so maybe a little bit of that is playing your opponent.
Definitely. Fizzle has absolutely no reservations about running into ice with low levels and practically no resources and just bodying people. So,
Yeah, he did.
hey, what do I know, right? So that was definitely a thought process. The herb turning into the floater was fantastic for me because it was going to push me towards ice and volcano eventually, right? I was gonna get the tail and promote because, oh my god, I needed that white magic on the night for my own sanity. I didn't use much of it, but man, did I feel like I needed it. And then, off and away we go once we start actually collecting things. But because I routed Volcano in right after Ice and found the cube, I was like, okay, this is my hope. This is what Fizzle probably didn't do. And based on what he said in the race room, that is exactly what happened. Whereas the first seed, both of the key items in Marsh, the loose, and it was just like, what? Now I have to perform and and bet that Fizzle is going to ram his face into things without levels. Did I guess right? Did he ram his face into it without levels?
He rammed his face into a lot of things. Most of it crumbled before him. It was just the routing difference this time around that kind of really pulled you ahead there. You guys were pretty even for about, what do you think, Darkman? About a half hour. It was 23 minutes of holding hands in Earth Cave. So it was really just a little bit of a difference once you guys both got through Earth Cave on who did what, and just kind of took off from you from there and snowballed.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just thinking in terms of the first seed, I felt really awkward about the routing in that because of the loose early on. I'm like, okay, gotta push. And then I was like, wait a minute. We have a thief carry. And Fizzle is a stubborn person. that was another moment of know your opponent, right? Like,
Yeah.
Fizzle is a very known quantity for me. I've known him since I was a duck 3 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, it's no surprise to see him do the things he do.
Yeah.
I'd agree with all of that.
All right, Fizzle pulling his Chaos right here. We saw Chaos didn't have much for you. This is a formality, I think, at this point, especially with this X Scout +5. First swing, 6 hits, 656. This is a matter of time. Tempers come out doing their thing. Cure 4 even for good luck. Lightning 2 does jokes. Second swing, 5 hits, 426. Damage going in the wrong direction after buffing, which is weird. First nuke, 138. Next swing, 6 hits, 1053. There we go. Bane comes out, does nothing. Another temper. More swing. Wait. This should probably do it. 5 hits, 458. Down goes Chaos. Get your GGs out for LordFizzlebeef, finishing
GG.
second place on stream with an racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 7 minutes, 28 seconds. GG's Fizzle.
GG's when he gets in here.
Mm-hmm.
I can't imagine he's that far behind on the invite, right?
Probably not. So, Serisan, just want to get some of your thoughts here on, just the tournament in general. Waiting for Fizzle here. You took it down. You performed exceptionally well when we were all there last week at the in-person. Sorry that we had to wait till tonight to get things going, but glad you're feeling better in A1. What did you think? The flags, everything, the camaraderie, thoughts and stuff.
All right, so the flags are... I voted for these flags, and man, did I have some regrets. Like, we should have maybe done a couple adjustments here and there. And the adjustments I'm thinking are like, make the fighter and the thief just a little bit better, take that weapon and armor malice and not quite so bad, things like that.
Mm-hmm.
The unrestricted loose are extremely chaotic. And that, that's just a fact of life. I want to shout out Danny for rolling 2 consecutive seeds with black belt -1% hit per level.
Mm-hmm.
Really pushing me outside of my comfort zone for Fizzle, where I was expecting to draft black belt white mage every time.
Mm-hmm.
And also shout outs to the draft being the worst possible situation for me, because by having such a known quantity as Fizzle, by the way, hi Fizzle, GG's, but having a known quantity like Fizzle in the draft, I would rather have been the higher seed and gotten first and fourth to have a little bit more control over the situation, whereas he was going to pick a black mage first off and then have absolute control over the rest of the draft, because if I try to cheese out mages, he could call my bluff and just take another mage like he did against Papa Dukes. If I try to control the melee, he could throw trash at me that way. Like, there was no good option for me once the malices started showing against the black belt, and I just had to play with that.
GG's Fizzle, welcome to the room.
Beans.
So, Tale of 2 seeds here. Seed 1, Temple of Fiends, very unkind. Seed 2, Second Loose, just as unkind. Volcano.
Yeah. Don't go there. No, that's really it. So when I did Ice first and I saw the Oxiel before I had gone to Onrak, I'm like, okay, this is fine. We're still on the hunt for a loose. We're kind of sort of sure at this point that it's going to be a required loose. We're not like 100% on that, but like the chances are up there. So we're just going to follow this Oxiel into C, and we're just going to do the thing. We're just going to... If it's in there, we win. And if it's not in there, then we hope that the loose is floater locked. And if it's not floater locked, then we're in deep doo-doo.
Spoken like a man who is a veteran and knows exactly what they're thinking with the routing. That was some tough go of it there. Sea Shrine full clear. Yeah, that was rough. And then the armory proper having the go mode for Serisan, the jubilation when he found that on stream. You could just tell that he's like, oh, this is a good thing for me. It's not quite the cube and Marshlock that we saw last week, but it's still pretty gross.
It was pretty close, man. It was not far off.
God, yeah, I was so close while I was in the area to doing a cubeless Mirage because I'm just like, look, it's finals. Danny rolled the seed. There's a not insignificant chance this cube is just sitting on like the first or second floor.
Right.
But in the end, I decided no. Check the free boxes first, dum. Just go do that stuff, and when it's not there, do Volcano like you're supposed to.
Yeah, I mean, you did a lot of really good plays there. Like, they were smart. It was the key locks because they were free. It was Cardia because it was free. You did everything that like made sense. And, so you cannot fault you for that. It was a great race. You really did very well, and it was just one of those things. It happens.
Yeah, it just happens. So Serisan.
Yes.
Oh, so a couple things I have to tell you. You're now a champion in a solo event.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you're no longer a platypus and can't play in the platypus invitational.
I was disqualified from that anyway because I planned the thing.
but even if you make other people plan it, you're not allowed to play it now.
Oh boy.
But GG's. I mean,
GG's.
It was just funny to go in there. I'm like, wait, he's the duckling. How is he still a platypus? No.
Yeah, I know. I thought last year when we did the Time Spinner FFR AP tournament that was going to be my best shot at getting champion tagged on to my name. So, this is an absolute shock. Actually, both SGL online and live were very much a shock. I didn't think I was going to perform as well as it did.
You did very well.
Yeah, for sure. Like, I mean, it just goes to show the work you've been putting in. The consistency. This is a really great string of races for you here. You didn't lose a match the entire time in the tournament while we were there, so that says something. I mean, you really earned it. I'm proud of it for what it's worth. So GG's, man.
It is absolutely surreal to me. So thank you so much for the vote of confidence on that.
I don't know, Luffy, you got anything else?
I do not. I mean, this was great. Thank you to Fizzle for reaching out today and asking me to be a part of this. I was hoping you guys would. I wasn't going to stick my toes in there until you asked for it, because I know, finals, we kind of have ideas of how we want to do comms. So thank you for thinking of me. I'm honored to be a part of it. I'm sorry you didn't come out on top tonight. I'm not going to hold back and say I wasn't rooting for you, but I was. Saracen's my friend, but you're my teacher. So my heart was where it is tonight. But I'm still very proud of my friend Serisan. He's done a great job. Ducks out there, if you're still watching, come hang out with us. This guy teaches you how to play, and you can see what you can do with it. But thank you to everybody for tonight. This is a lot of fun, and I'm going to throw it back to Darkmoon to kind of finish this off here.
Sure, I will do the thing, as it's been come to called at this point. If you like what you saw and you want to see more, come to FinalFantasyRandomizer.com, where we have links to the Discord and the development Discord, as well as the randomizer itself. We've got the wiki link there, the resources link there, everything you need to learn the game and become part of the Final Fantasy Randomizer community. If you're interested in all of that, we do have a few different things coming up throughout the next few months. We have the FFR Presents Rando Marathon in support of the MUSC, the University of Southern Medical University of Southern Carolina.
University of Southern Carolina.
I was nearly there. I'm learning this. For some reason, that acronym, despite me knowing what it is, will not come out of my brain. But anyway, it's the Burn Children's Fund from that organization that we're supporting. We've raised $5,000 from the last time. We're hoping to raise at least $5,000 for them this time. Any randomizer will be there. We have a ton of different ones that are going to be in it. It's not just Final Fantasy. I mean, there are a couple different Final Fantasies that are in there, but we have submissions for Tunic and Mega Man, just about Chrysalis, just about everything you can think of that's randomized at this point has been submitted, and then we'll have a schedule out this Friday to show exactly what's going on and how everything's going to work out. It's going to be great, a great time. Come and support, please do. Help support the kids. And then, from there, we have Winter Tournament starting up in January. That's our big solo tournament every year. And following that, we'll have the start of our Duckling program, where you new players can come and learn and play with each other and learn what it's like to play Final Fantasy Randomizer in a very safe and controlled setting. So that's the next few months for our community, because we're always busy and we always have something going on. Yeah, it's a lot.
Yeah.
Come join us. Luffy.
Yeah, so run round the horn one more time. Saracen, we got your final thoughts. Fizzle, tournament thoughts, any kind of thoughts, flag thoughts, sadness on a second loose. What you thinking?
I may be second place in the tournament, but I'm first place in watching myself drink on camera on screen.
What kind of root beer is that? I'm meaning to ask.
That is Dad's old-fashioned root beer. I picked up a case of it at Costco.
Oh, that's such really good stuff right there. Enjoy that.
Heck yeah.
I knew it was a root beer too. I could see the bottle. I'm like, oh, what root beer? I gotta ask. But yeah, that was great. Thank you. Saracen, we already chatted with you, but any final thoughts you want to say before we take us on out of here?
Big thanks to everybody who's involved in the broadcast here. I know that it's a little bit late on a weeknight for the East Coast people doing comms, Dark Moon EX and Luffy DV. It's almost midnight for you guys, and I really appreciate that. And who do we have tracking? Danny? Yeah, Danny, did you do the tracking? Thank you so much, Danny. You know I appreciate you. And Fizzle, this was our third match of the tournament, which is also crazy to say. And GG's, man. It's a wild ride trying to beat you and try to out wily veteran you, and it's man, you're a great opponent, and I appreciate the matches.
GG, man. It was fun, and as long as you have fun, that's all that matters in the end.
Yeah, for sure. Well said there. Darkman, any final thoughts?
No, I'm good. I think we are good to go here. It was a great match. I suppose I should say something because, rude otherwise. But it was a great match. It was great to see these players come together. I'm kind of fried. That was a week of gaming over at SGLive, and then more now, and my brain is dead. So, Luffy, take us up.
Yeah, like Saracen said, it's about midnight here for us on the East Coast, so thank you guys for staying up with us and watching and hanging out, and anybody that wants to come hang out with us at SGL again next year, please do. We got a bunch more of us coming, I think, next year. We're going to start taking over more rooms than just the Mosby this time. Everybody, great for joining us. Thank you. Ciao and chillax. Final Fantasy Randomizer fam. We gone.